time people realize it wasn't a part of the act, it might be too late, huh?
If by people you mean Athena or Sykes, then yes.
Oh, a fire trick, that sounds really impressive.
Your beard will go up into smoke, old man. I bet people's mistaking you for a cue ball or something without it.
A cue ball?
A balls?
Betty, don't be rude to the judge. Betty, you know that fire trick? It was in the script and I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't because of the accident.
Hold it!
I'll stop!
I see the fire trick was a part of the script. It seems Mr. Rios was scheduled to perform it later in the show. Did you not get to see him practice it beforehand?
No, during rehearsal, he said he didn't feel well, so he couldn't wave any fire for me.
Wait, let me get this straight. He couldn't breathe fire because he wasn't feeling well?
My magical power appears to be on the wane today. That's what he said.
So it was just a part of his usual The Great Mr. Rios shtick.
It's really too bad.
Marco
Royce
Royce.
Because of the incident, which was completely unexpected, of course.
Wow.
Hey,
Dush.
shut up! You're gonna give it away. Anyway, I was really busy.
Hold it!
So what exactly do you mean by you're gonna give it away?
Ah! See, Bonnie? You and your big mouth. Oh. Now Lobster Boy wants to know what we are talking about. Hey, I'm sorry. Oh.
Yes, well, if you were preparing for the next magic trick, I'm sure you wouldn't have had the time to commit murder.
Wow.
Murder!
Looks like old geezer isn't senile just yet, huh? But you'll live a long life.
Ho ho ho! I plan to be sitting up here at least another 10 years! Ho ho ho!
10 more years? I don't know about that.
What did we discuss about in the monologues, Athena?
Well, more power to you, I guess. In any case, I was so busy, I didn't have the time to off anybody. Yeah, what supposed to have to change to kill Mr. Rios.
So Betty was too busy getting ready for the next trick to have time for murder, huh?
Aw.
There must be some way to prove that that wasn't the case.
One question though, Dario. Why
What?
didn't you buy the table in the shop near you? I mean, it's a big thing, right? Probably.
It's big, yeah. Well, I compared it to like others in offer, and that was the
Okay.
best for the buck, I guess. Technically.
Now it's... Yeah,
now
you
it's
have the
fucking
trouble,
stuck.
I guess. Ah.
I mean, it was. I mean, like from the specs wise, this section very impressive. It's very good. I was considering getting the IKEA one, but the problem is the IKEA one doesn't have like a cable management slot, or well, it does, but it's so small, it's like a joke almost. I don't think you can make a proper cable management on that.
Okay.
So that's why I decided for that one. That one has the best one. It has like, it literally has a cover in the back where you put everything in. It's
Oh, nice.
excellent.
Wow.
And you can put the power on the table itself, so everything gets connected on the table, and the table itself has one cable that goes out.
Great.
That's
Great.
amazing. That's why I chose it. But
But you could
now-
do it yourself actually. You just plaster
well, yeah.
you know, a plug on your table with
Well, yeah, I know, but
double-sided tape.
well, I know, but
I mean-
that one had it right built in. Oh, and also has an Ethernet port as well, so you can also
Holy.
connect an Ethernet. It's fucking amazing, but Now it's stuck.
Yeah.
So
And then it burns and you lose everything.
No, you won't lose everything.
now I lost everything.
saying that.
So yeah.
Yep. I mean, if you want to make a fire and then
I mean, in my case, I was pretty stupid actually, because the camera gets sold for the same price, exactly the same price on MediaMarkt. So I could
Wow.
have just drove like 10 kilometers and gotten it. But of course, I didn't know, you know, I didn't know about
Right.
that. And
Right.
buying on Amazon is so easy. You just click a button and boom, and you get it delivered. Well, except this time, I got trash.
Oh,
Oh, and my parents told me they heard on the radio they arrested a woman working at Amazon who stole like 8 million euros worth of goods,
oh my
and
god.
she wanted to escape to Turkey,
What?
but but they got her. So
Oh my God.
my camera might actually be one of the goods she stole.
Damn.
And you
Holy
know how
shit.
she did it? She just let the delivery I mean, it's all at the delivery section. It just the delivery guy just puts in the data, you know, the goods have been given to a customer at the house. You know, that's an option.
What?
And even though they weren't there, you know,
But
they were never
aren't
there.
you supposed to make a photo of the package?
No, not necessarily.
What the hell?
it's
I mean, that's recently
that-
what happened to my parents as well. They were both at home, and Amazon said, "Oh, we delivered it to a person living in that house," and they never got it. And they were both at home. They both would have noticed if the driver was there, you know, the delivery driver.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they also didn't get anything. And in my case, they had to deliver it because of the one-time password. But you know, instead of getting nothing, I just got a parcel with a worthless piece of junk in it.
Right.
So that's how they trick it. And yeah, I mean, it might be the case that my order is one of those that got stolen that way. So yeah,
Right.
that's some kind of backstory to that. Are you just trying to cover for Betty?
no, of course not. I believe in my sister. I know she's never murdered anyone.
But you think my client would?
No, I believe in Tuesday too. I know she's never murdered anyone either.
Well, we just ran out of suspects in that case.
Well, gee whiz.
Yes, but see, you shouldn't have just kept your mouth shut, dummy. You're just being a fool of yourself. Just be nice and quiet like a good little bunny, got it? Alright, I guess I'm not no help.
Oh boy. It's impossible to get anything
Oh,
out of
boy.
Bonnie with Betty right there. So Betty was too busy getting ready for the next trick to have time for murder, huh?
Isn't that it?
There must be some way to prove that that wasn't the case.
So yeah, next week, huh?
Let's see it.
I really hope I get the money until then. But I'm not optimistic, because this week is almost over.
Well, I hope that my fucking desk will come. I was actually planning to do it this today, but I don't know. I
Yeah, terrible,
didn't receive
huh?
it.
I was looking forward to my camera as well for weeks. And then that happened.
Oh yeah,
Both
and
got
is this the-
scammed.
I mean, didn't I actually explain yesterday about the FedEx and how terrible it is?
Yeah, you said
Customer
something about
support.
an account ID.
Yeah.
And-
So you call them and then you type in like the tracking number and then it says we need an account ID, like a number. And I'm like,
Well,
I don't have this number.
Well, Dario, get on Twitter and
FedEx,
tweet
I hope
saying-
I hope
Isn't-
your place
Just
gets
say-
blown up.
Well, not like this, but you can say, look, FedEx lost my parcel, they fucked everything up, and you also write at FedEx, and then they will respond with, oh, we are so sorry for the inconvenience, please DM us and we can help you. And that's how you get the real support, actually.
Well, actually, I did get support. They have a chat in the website.
No, you just do it, PM. You just do it.
They have a chat on the website,
you don't have
and
to tell us anything. You just present it.
No, I will tell you what I wanted to do.
No.
Isn't this the contradiction? Because he never used the bucket, man.
Yes, that is true.
It was.
It was empty. There we go. Anyways, they have a chat, but it's one of the worst I've ever seen. So technically, you don't write with someone who can speak your native language. It says right there. It says that they're using like some sort of a translator.
Okay.
And then when they write to you, it's like the most broken translator ever. It doesn't make any sense when they try to like explain to you.
That's not at all like on Amazon. On Amazon, I even wrote here.
I mean, it is a real person, but it is a real person.
Can I chat with someone in German? And, you know, the person responded in English on my tweet, but the same person then said, oh yeah, I can speak German, and here we go, and blah, blah.
Deutschland.
So that person can actually speak 2 languages, and it's perfect, actually. Perfect, absolutely perfect. But, yeah, let's see if something comes out of it. I hate to break this to you, Betty, but there's a big flaw in your testimony. As big as the one in that FedEx chat trick you did earlier.
Oh, harsh words. Well, let me tell you something, Freud boy. Known as I had figured out how we do our teleportation trick.
No one except me, you mean?
Well, we have even better tricks up our sleeves. Huh? We do? I told you to keep it zipped.
Oh no, don't fight, you two. Oh, this is so hard. Oh, Mr.
Oh my
Justin!
god!
What's this about? Oh, flaw in the testicles.
Right.
The script has this to say about the fire trick.
Fireballs.
This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. However, we found the fire bucket lying empty backstage except for a layer of dust.
Oh.
You didn't even attempt to get ready for the next trick, did you, Betty?
Yeah, got me.
Wow.
Order! Betty the fam, you better explain yourself.
There's nothing to explain. Come on, Betty. We can't hide it any longer. We as well tell them. Tell them everything. Shut up. You can better take care of yourself.
Shut up!
Don't try and tell me what to do.
Well, if neither of you will explain, I guess I'll have to. The reason Betty didn't prepare for the fire trick is because she is afraid of fire, knew the show wouldn't go on, was slacking off. Knew the show wouldn't go on, I would say.
Yeah.
That's wrong, lol. Would be funny.
You didn't prepare for the fire trick because you knew, didn't you?
Everything was
You knew
fake.
that the body would be found and that the show would then be cancelled. And you also knew about the switch too.
Don't be ridiculous. You insignificant speck of man. You gotta yank those lame bangs of yours off. Is that what you want?
Objection!
Man, this is like the most aggressive witness ever. Whatever, they can grow back. Now stop stalling and just tell us the truth already. Have you noticed how quiet prosecutor what was his name? Nadani?
What?
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
what has-
money?
I mean, what can they say?
Yep.
We have
Normally there would be immediately an objection from Edgeworth or-
Samadhi. Sadmadi.
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 Just say Nayuta.
Naruto?
Yeah. I can't read my
Naruto.
secrets. I'm a magician, man.
There you go. Now it's not quiet anymore. You have been chasing the shadow of an illusionary culprit defense. And having chanced upon a convenient target, you have let yourself get carried away.
Oh,
Exactly. Where's the proof, huh?
And yet, I concede that the witness's taste for false words has also been proven. I advise you to confine your deceitful trickery to your magic act, witness. I just realized this person has two eye colors.
It's your court-appointed therapist. I'd like to add something here, Betty. You finally let yourself be who you really are. But if you continue to hide behind lies, you'll just be imprisoning your heart all over again.
But all these questions mean you are trying to put me in a prison for real. So be behind a bars either way.
Does that mean you're
Boss
admitting
baby?
you did?
what?
Of course not. I can't believe you people. I won a few drinks. I did something I didn't do. You. Lobster boy, Coupon geezer, head case brat, Cerberus monk.
Everybody got insulted here. Everyone.
Oh! Cue ball! Jeezer!
Head case, Brad? Really?
Hold it!
Betty, calm down. Come on now. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Look, I'm not the murderer. I tell you.
And how did you know the show would be called off before the fire trick?
Probably from this one guy. I told you we can't reveal our secrets. We are under contract. Oh.
Oh, contract? What is she talking about?
Did I also get blackmailed now? Or something.
Holy. Be that as it may, you're obviously a suspect in this case.
I'm beginning to see.
Well, that took a while.
Well, I was looking at the eyes. Now they're green again.
I also wondered why you said he has two eye colors.
Well, before it looked like one was blue. One was green, one was blue. The karmic threads that make up the intricate tapestry that is this case.
Huh?
Allow me to summarize your assertions, defense. Dota 2. First, that the victim was killed in the understage passage. And second, that the witness and the accused are the only two who could have done it.
Exactly. What's more, Betty knew that the body would be found. And that the magic show would then be called off. Therefore, it's reasonable to conclude that Betty killed the victim on the stage.
But what if Betty knew what this show would be called off for some other reason? Like I'm getting
like
shot? In the course of my investigation, I found it strange that the dragon set piece fell when it did. That in conjunction with the body tumbling from the coffin in such dramatic fashion, all seemed too perfect for a mere happenstance. I was as though the entire chain of events had been planned out in advance.
I'm begging.
Planned out?
After deciding to take this case, I scrupulously studied everything I could about the mass media in this country. I read the newspapers, old news reports, and I even browsed tabloid magazines.
Wow.
How very industrious of you. I'm impressed.
Actually, I just Googled it. During this process, I learned about a strange practice favored by the TV world. A practice called the hidden camera prank.
Ah!
Betty and Bunny, you knew about this, did you not? Oh! About the dead body appearing, the set piece following the show being suspended. You two were informed of this plan by Take-Two TV in advance, correct?
Ah!
Is that true?
Betty, please, let's tell them now. I can't hold it anymore. I need to go to the toilet. Dang it, fine, you got us. Everything the prosecutor said, it's true. The first station paid us to cooperate with them on this plan. It was all a prank. A big setup planned out in advance.
Yeah, nice prank, bro.
Nice prank.
Yeah, look,
I
this
mean,
dead body there. Nice prank.
Lol, guys, that was just a
expected
prank,
someone
bro. Come on, it's a
Wait,
prank,
no.
man.
I didn't expect
just
someone
died.
dies there. Mr. Worse, showing up dead in the coffin. If you didn't know that he will die. The set piece is falling down. It was all completely scripted. Like this game.
So it's scripted.
It was all a prank!
Whoa! That's such a funny prank, bro.
Bunny, is this really true?
Yes, Mr. Eros was supposed to pretend to be dead. That's how it was supposed to go.
So he was in on it too?
Man. That's right. He was supposed to show up dead in the coffin. And the set pieces would fall down. Those would be shocked and start to panic. That's how this prank scripted went.
What? What the heck kind of prank is that?
But we never thought it actually went up dead. Yeah, that was the only thing that was different from the script. Poor Mr. Reus.
I'm so completely lost right now. Yeah, I also feel like that in real life.
Well, Betty and Bonnie, it certainly sounds like you have some explaining to do.
Alright. Except it's bedtime's call for desperate measures. Just this once will show how it was done with you. So listen carefully. You'll never hear this kind of things anywhere else.
Uh-oh.
After a teleportation trick, it went down understage. When Mr. Rio's body appeared from a coffin on stage. It was the time for Betty to do her job in the understage passage. One character got...
What?
That's right. Well, I was doing the Betty, was not the Bonnie one.
They both sound the same to me.
Are you sure?
Hmm.
Well, it sound a bit different if you... That's right. I used the remote control for the winch connected to the dragon's set piece. And I made it fall down. That's everything. And just before the dragon fell, I called Trucy to the backstage so she wouldn't get hurt. After that, the plan was for Miss Uros to come back to life in front of the panicked Trucy. He was supposed to learn and fly up and away. It was how it was scripted, anyway. For some reason, he really did turn up dead, so he kinda just stayed on the ground.
Wow.
What kind of sick joke is that?
It sounds like a terribly mean-spirited prank to me. To put it, Venom was trying to do a magic show.
I guess so. I'm sorry, Trucy. Whatever. That's what I'll do waiting right just at here anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like just the kind of thing a guy like him would come up with. He's like the ultimate villain.
It's the prank plan script we got from the reaching searcher.
Prank plan script entered to record.
It was a prank, bro.
Dang it. You made us break our contract. Now we won't get paid. Now we get sued.
Right.
But where does this all leave us? Who killed the victim? And when?
Yes, exactly. Those are the key questions. The key of.
This is the prank. I want to read it. Can I read it? Blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
If Mr. Royce was only pretending to be dead, the coffin as a part of the prank.
But he wasn't stabbed for some reason. There's no blood.
Yeah, I think the guy who drew this forgot it. I think.
Are you sure?
This looks like I think this looks like a mistake. 'Cause
Maybe-
there's
maybe
a other
got
photo.
stabbed.
There's a other photo where there was a stab.
Yeah. You don't see it
So-
from this perspective, actually. It's covered up
Really?
by the
The one where I was-
west. It's covered up by the west there.
Wait, I thought it
sure?
was on
Maybe
the
this was
west because hey, I didn't read that.
It didn't.
Then when he was understage, there would still be life within him.
Maybe the other photo was taken after the dragon fell down.
But I died.
Well,
And if that is the case,
Do we even have another photo of it?
then that is the biggest fucking prank, bro.
I mean this
Oh
was
wait,
after
yeah,
the
you're
dragon
right,
fell
you're right,
down.
you're right. See, now I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm.
Maybe
And
got
if that
stabbed
is the
after dragon
case-
fell down, but
Then Betty, who was also understage,
the real
may
murderer.
be excluded from our list of suspects.
wow.
Ah.
Witness, was the victim alive up until he entered a coffin?
Oh well, now that we've spilled the beans, maybe let's first show you this video in 4K 60 FPS. Who voiced him?
No one.
Reading
You ever had
think
a
it
voice?
It is I, the great Mysterious! Or something. We are currently in the middle of Trucy's escape trick. Why is
no
this
one
video
ever
just
voiced him.
still in it? Having stuck through the understage passage undetected, I am now hiding backstage. Preparing to play a little prank on Trucy. I'm about to hide in the coffin which Trucy will stab with her rubber sword. And when the coffin opens, ho ho, I will be in it, acting as though I've met my marker. Can you imagine the look on Trucy's face then? Ho ho, I can hardly wait. What kind
Wow,
of
great-
shitty
great
magicians
video.
are these? Like they are ah! Like this is just terrible, this prank, you know? They're ruining the
Yeah.
magic trick. What the hell?
Oh,
What were they thinking? He's about to hide in the coffin?
Longest animation ever.
It would seem the threats of karmic destiny have led us to the truth.
Yes.
Oh. The victim passed through the understage where the fan was. And came up into the backstage area. We know this because Mr. Royce appeared to the backstage when he shot the video we saw.
It appears that way, yes?
And defense, you proposed the following, did you not? What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? Fucking asshole. But then, what about this video?
So he was still alive before the dragon.
That's not
I
a
had
video,
this
that's
video
just-
the whole time, and I just waited for this moment.
It's a bad video. You don't even see. It's just a picture.
It's just a still image, yeah.
Yeah. This footage was taken
You
just
say that.
before Mr. Royce entered the coffin.
Just
And that
add
could
the
be
play
that he
button there
that he
just for
got
fun.
killed right after the video was made.
Yeah.
I think he got killed when the dragon fell down and he got someone stabbed and died.
Oh, so does that mean?
Yes, it is horrible but true. The tragedy did indeed play out right there on the stage. Went into the coffin where Mr. Royce was hiding. And I'm green screened into here. Now my eyes are green again for some reason. Trucy right, trust her blade.
Well, to me, they
No,
always look green.
Then
No, wait.
Your OLED is terrible.
No, she has
Your
to.
OLED.
She has to. No, wait. First, it has to do that animation again, where he gets
maybe
upset.
your TV is too bright, Dario. With your OLED LED, you...
Alright.
Oh,
See? I told you so.
So you're saying the incident was a tragic accident that happened during a prank?
this is a prank, bro. It would be an accident if the accused had no knowledge of the prank beforehand. So let us ask the accused herself, Miss Wright. Did you have prior knowledge of the prank? No.
What?
Tell him, Trucy, you didn't know anything about it, right?
Of course I didn't. I didn't know a single thing about it.
See, look. See how it's blue on the left?
No, it's green. It's green.
No, it's
Mine,
blue.
green. No, it's
Maybe
green.
it's just
the
the
heck?
shading a bit different. Maybe the shading.
The
Maybe
hell?
when he blinks, maybe his eyelids are
Yeah.
bluish. I don't know.
Still
It
think
looks
you can
good.
play innocent, do you? In that case.
Let's check. Can we see on the photo? As you can see, Dario, it's...
Yeah, I guess it's
Green,
just
the color.
this. I don't know. This position is weird.
Maybe your TV is just horrible with this color.
You leave me little choice but to represent this piece of evidence.
It looks like some sort of note.
Oh. That's...
I found this note in the dressing room after the incident. Which is totally bullshit. Because, as you can see, it's the same handwriting. At the time, I did not understand what it meant, but all is clear to me now.
Does this look weird?
What the fuck? Bonnie, get the video camera after Mr. Royce comes tumbling out.
That's so...
And
this
that
is so
makes
for-
no sense. Why would she write
This is
this?
so-
Like,
This is so forged, actually. It looks so fake.
yeah, this looks very fake.
That sign there is probably with the carbon paper again.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says, get the video camera after Mr. Rears comes tumbling out. Tumblr.com?
Or is that a one? So it looks exactly the same there. Here.
Press A.
I mean, no, wait.
See?
It's a one to
In fact, it looks even
like a-
from the same position, even.
Yeah, it's like a perfect
Obvious.
copy. It's like a perfect copy of this.
Yeah, so basically exposed. Anyways, keep
Well, how
going.
can we know? Why did we say this?
Yes.
Did you say this, Tao? Okay.
It is a note signed by the accused.
I mean, how can I do two times the exact same handwriting?
Instructing Bonnie to collect Mr. Royce's video camera from him, it seems.
Yes, I'm the killer. No way, I'm not.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
I found it in the dressing room before the show. I saw it. realized that Trucy knew about the prank.
Does bear her signature, I'll give you that much. Trucy's note added to the court record. So the defendant had prior knowledge of the prank?
It would appear so, yes. When she learned about the plan to trick her, she decided to use it to her own advantage. So she thrust the steel sword into the coffin where the victim stood, chuckling to himself. Is that not what happened, Miss Wright?
Of course not. And I didn't write or sign that note.
But the handwriting matches yours? All of the evidence and testimony points to you being the culprit.
But
Oh
I
shit.
didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Almost lost my controller.
Why did you lose your controller?
Look what?
Then explain the existence of this note! You can't do that, can you not?
It almost fell on the ground.
I can't explain it. I didn't write it, so I don't understand. I didn't kill Mr. Rios. You have to believe me.
Ingsen, now wait. That pen.
Mr. Justice!
We don't believe you. Even though.
Hold it.
We don't believe you. Even though you did nothing. Say something.
The silence is deafening.
Continue struggling against the threats of your own karma if you wish, accused. Even as you are inescapably caught in the web of fate you've spun for yourself. Bitch, ass, cock, dick, penis, Miss Wright. It is time to resign yourself to your fate.
No, I didn't do it.
I knew it! That's
Sweet-looking girl, a murderer.
He took all of us in with that act of hers.
I told you I knew she was a homicidal little bitch from the start. I didn't do it. I really didn't. Why doesn't anybody believe me?
Shut up, you killer!
I don't anymore.
Fick dich! Piss dich, Alter!
This is bad.
Your Honor, I suggest we put an end to this strategy now. Give your official rulings and let us offer the victim's soul and last rites it deserves.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have no other choice.
It looks always so angry.
Yeah, as if he's gonna hit you. Ah, what? I couldn't read that.
Ah!
As if he's gonna hit Apollo with the hammer on the head, on his forehead.
Yeah.
This court hereby finds the defendant, Trucy Rye, objection! The defense has an objection.
Apollo?
You, even now, you would.
I won't give up, and I refuse to let either of them down. Mr. Wright, who's counting on me, and Trucy, who's put all of her faith in
Mr.
me.
Justice, hello!
Mr. Justice, the fact that you have raised an objection means that you have evidence with which to refute the prosecution's claims, correct? Yes, of course, Your Honor.
Do we really have anything, Apollo?
Actually, we do. There's one piece of evidence we can present here, but I'm not gonna tell the player which one it is, because the player has to figure it out for himself. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may proceed. As we saw in the show footage, there's no question that the defendant thrust a sword into the coffin. The defense doesn't dispute this point. But let us not forget that this was a magic show filled with tricks and illusions. We can't take everything we see at face value. Oh, so you're saying some sleight of hand was somehow involved? Yes, the defense contends that the sword the defendant used was not the cause of death. Now, what was it Trucy told me she did just before she thrust the sword into the coffin?
Very well, let us see your evidence then, Mr. Justice. Oh, remember, you interrupted my verdict to make this claim.
Oh!
You will be severely penalized if I find you bluffing.
That's fine, Your Honor. This shows that it's possible that the sword Miss Wright used was not the cause of death.
I don't know.
What is the sword? Look at the sword stand. Contains the rubber sword.
Man, by so ultra penalty, it's just the second case.
Because you need
I'll do
to
it
die,
slowly.
PM.
Well, it's probably not the badge. No. That's not the script. Oh god, I'm lagging. It's bad.
I guess the
Lagging
sword
right now
stat?
is
That's the
terrible.
only thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
That's the only thing that makes sense, really. Yeah.
But it contains the rubber sword.
Oh.
But does it say cause of death?
Was
Shock as a result of being stabbed through the back with a sharp blade. The victim's real name was... Okay. So he died due to shock? Like... Oh! I'm so shocked that I just got stabbed! Oh no, I'm dead.
two sides the sword stand? Are you sure, Dario?
Yes, I say it's the stand.
Yeah.
It's the only thing, really, you can show.
Who?
What's this? A sword from the show?
It's always horrible if you see you lose 3 bars for a mistake. That's shocking.
That's
Well,
right,
yeah,
Your Honor.
I mean, it's supposed to be right at the end. You know, it's supposed to be
This
decided
rubber
by now.
sword was in the sword stand on the stage.
I mean, it's just the second episode, I mean.
Doing the trick, Miss Wright was supposed to swap the real sword for a rubber sword.
And the only highest you could get was a double penalty. I mean, 2.
And she told us on record that she remembers very clearly that she did.
I see, so the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin was a rubber sword, was it? Well then, why was a steel sword found lying on the stage?
Somebody must have put the steel sword there by swapping it with the rubber one. Just after the incident occurred, the dragon set piece fell and the theater was evacuated. The real culprit must have used the resulting chaos to swap the rubber sword for the steel one.
Objection.
Do you not know when to give up, Stinkbug? That is not possible! Blood was found in the coffin hole that the sword was thrust into. It must have been left there when the accused withdrew the sword. This is an incontrovertible proof that the sword she used was the steel one.
Objection.
But that blood could be the result of someone tampering with the crime scene after the fact. After the set piece fell and the audience was cleared out of the theater, there was plenty of time for somebody to plant that blood there.
Objection.
You serious fucking idiot? If the sword the accused used was a rubber one, then when exactly do you propose the victim was killed? Given that Mr. Royce was alive when he entered that coffin?
Objection.
So this how he died after the dragon fell or something.
Finding the answer to that question is precisely why we need to continue this trial.
Oh my god!
Order!
Let me express my opinion. By all accounts, it is certainly reasonable to suspect the defendant based on the evidence. But as to the question of whether the sword the defendant used was rubber or steel, I believe further discussion is warranted. I suggest we hear from the defendant herself on this issue.
Very well, Your Honor.
Yes!
Yes!
I think it. Somehow. Too close for comfort, but still. crime photo updated in the court record.
Let's adjourn for a brief 15-minute recess. Oh no, Dario's gonna eat again, that's why. I advise the prosecution and the defense to use this time to prepare.
It's good Taro checked that and the other internet it works again.
Native!
Right.
Ew, that was hairy. And I'm not talking about your balls.
Hairy balls.
Tell me about it. We barely made it through by the skin of my teeth.
I can't say I'm crazy about that prosecutor Satmadi either. You know, with the way he says let it go and move on as if it's nothing.
Let it go and
Let
move
it
on.
go. Let
Oh.
it go.
Whoa, boy, am I interrupting a secret conclave of villains or something?
How it's not this guy again? Die, man. I don't
Got your next evil scheme in the works already?
I would really punch him, actually. What? I can't.
What do you want?
I could punch my TV, but this will be bad.
Mr. Rettins.
Keep making that
Yeah,
face,
he
champ,
has your
and
camera,
everybody's gotta
actually.
change the channel.
Maybe he's
What?
the scammer with this to Amazon.
Look this way, Trucy, now smile for the camera.
But that's not the type of camera
Let's
that
see
I
those
want.
pearly whites.
Oh.
Isn't that what the grammar creed tells you to do? Man, poor Trucy. She's getting bullied by this man. I would punch the shit out of him. How does it feel,
Everybody would.
Trucy? Everybody online can't stop talking about you. They're calling you a real witch out there. Could this be the end of true grammar?
Go away, you creep!
What's the sound?
Well, that was the sound of Athena.
Oh, what's this? Something just charged into the frame. It looks like a yellow gorilla or something. Could it be Trucy's pet? Oh my goodness.
This guy, they tried so hard to make him,
Yeah,
you know,
so
the most
unlikable.
unlikable character in existence. Oh my god. Every line he says is upsetting. Every
He's
line.
worse than the other guy. Who did here a killer? Remember? I don't know
Timmy's
his name
permit
anymore.
inside the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff?
Whoa! Huh? Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me.
Huh? What happened to the camera?
Just disappeared right before our very eyes.
Heh. I'll be enjoying the rest of Trucy's show from the gallery. I put out a call for Trucy's fans to come and support her earlier, by the way. Bet I'll get some great footage out of them. This is gonna be good.
God.
Hang loose, baby!
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, this
It
guy,
doesn't get
man.
worse. It can't get any worse. He caught in some of Trucy's fans? For what purpose?
Apollo. That thing Mr. Reddins just did. That was some high-level sleight of hand.
Huh? Why would he know how to do something like that?
I don't know, but he definitely has some serious magic skills.
Magic skills.
No way. But I thought he said magicians were all a bunch of good-for-nothings.
Mr. Lawyer? Oh.
Oh. okay.
Oh, hello, Bonnie. Can I help you with something?
Well, there's something that's been bothering me.
Really? What is it?
Well, you see... Hey, dummy, what are you whispering to Lobster Boy about? Betty, what the heck do you think you are? Are you crazy? You want a piece of this? You know you have to talk to me first before you do or say anything. You hairbrain.
What a toxic
Yeah, but
sister.
Shut your mouth, you dumb
In fact,
bunny.
it's
Come
actually,
with
this
me
reminds me
now.
of the third game with those two sisters, you know, remember? The other one was actually the love one from Phoenix
Something
Wright.
with Miney, something, Miney...
But then That was the
Oh,
other
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That was devilish and horrible
Yeah,
person.
Exactly.
They're also twins.
I wonder what was bothering her.
There's no way we are finding that out with Betty constantly hovering over her like that.
Court is about to reconvene.
Will you be alright testifying?
I will save when we enter the
No!
court.
Yes, it's just... I wonder then what Mr. Rittens has up his sleeve. I doubt he's bringing in actual fans.
Yeah, probably not. I wonder what he has up his sleeve too.
He brings a fake fan and...
He'd better not be trying to get under Trucy's skin right now of all times.
Pong, pong, pong.
You're Trucy right and you will be fine.
Yes, you're fine.
There goes a porter with his best trick.
That's right, whenever I'm feeling down, I always tell myself I'm fine.
Alright, I'll give it a try. I'm Tootsie right and I'm fine. Thanks, Polly. I think I can do this now.
Congratulations.
Good luck up there on the stand, you do great.
Thanks, I'll be fine. I can do this.
Alright, Justice, you can do this too. Time to focus on the rest of the trial.
I wait for the
Right.
save option. I'll do it right now.
So,
Do we the recess or not? No food
let
for
me check
Dario
the
today.
kitchen, actually.
Seriously?
Ah,
When we expect a recess, then he doesn't do it.
then he says, well, 5 minutes. The chicken isn't well done yet. Ha, ha. It's not crusty enough. And now he never comes back.
Okay, it's ready in 10 minutes, so you have 9 minutes to play. So then it's
Man.
time to swap. Do it!
Now I want to, and then now we...
Do it!
It's the perfect time to swap, but Dario has no food ready. It's terrible.
Arschloch.
Well, you can still play for 10 minutes, so it doesn't matter.
Nah.
Court is now back in session. Defendant, please step up to the witness stand.
Okay, 16 then.
Tootsie right, magician.
Here comes the liar, the deceitful witch.
Call the murderer in jail!
The oath about that criminal should be... on the stage. Order! The gallery will be quiet or I will have you all thrown out on the spot.
What's with all the hecklers?
What
I bet
the
they are
heck?
big fans. Mr. Rittens invited.
What a great A jerk. Well, he's not going to psych us out.
Terrible fans.
Now then, Miss Wright.
I think he called the hater in, not the fans.
This court would like to know if you switched from the steel sword to a rubber one on stage.
Okay.
So please testify about this issue. She's
She's just gonna try to trigger the
You haven't convicted already!
Give her the death penalty!
My god, how fucked up are these people? Holy shit.
Silence! All of you, I won't tell you again! It's right if you're able to testify.
No.
Yes, I'm fine, Your Honor.
Trucy, I knew I shouldn't have let her go through with this.
I'd like to make a small request. How about instead of testifying with words, I show you exactly what happened? Would that be alright, Your Honor? You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves.
In spite of everything, she's still smiling.
Oh, Trucy's amazing, isn't she?
She sure is. She's doing just fine up there. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. She's faithfully following the true grammar creed even now. She really is something else.
This is something else.
It's showtime for magical girl Trucy Ride. Watch carefully now, everybody. Watch this.
Okay. What was that?
The stupendous sword switch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on this sword. Allow me
Okay.
to demonstrate just how sharp this blade truly is.
Also, I like how they removed the table there. Somehow.
See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take the sword and I fucking decapitate the judge! Presto sordo! There, I switched it.
Wasn't that another one? No, wait. No.
And now... Hup! As you can see, the blade is not steel, but rubber.
The sound.
What?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba!
Booby Baba.
Bravo! Miss Ryan, bravissimo!
Wow, she shoots them in the flesh!
Didn't you do it at all?
She's completely turned the room around.
The hackers are being drawn out by all the cheering.
Where did the steel sword vanish off to, Miss Ride? In order to deepen our understanding of the case, please tell us if you would. I'm not asking out of mere curiosity, just so you know.
I usually hide the steel sword in my pussy. I mean, backstage, when I switch them during the show.
So when you thrust a rubber sword into your pussy, the coffin, the steel sword wasn't even on stage, but behind the curtain.
Exactly, so you see, there is a trick and a gimmick to it after all. And as for where the steel sword went when I performed the trick just now, it's a secret. Wouldn't want to spoil the magic for you, now would I?
Ho ho ho! It's definitely in your pussy right now. Oh! Oh!
Actually, not my pussy. Your pussy, Judge. Oh no!
That's our Tracy!
Yeah, still. Miss Right? That part where you spun around. That's an actual part of the sword switching trick you do for the show, right?
Right, the other parts like the apple were just to help with my explanation here in court.
That's funny. I think I found an inconsistency in your testimony.
Huh.
And it looks like I'm not the only one. I don't know what it's doing there. But now that I found it, I have to get to the bottom of it.
Oh no! What are these moans? Now then, Mr. Justice, you may go ahead and question the witness. But try not to ask dumb questions and spoil this wondrous magic. Oh! Oh!
I thought this was supposed to be my cross-examination. The stupendous sword switch.
On my clock, there are
And
like
that's
4
how she
minutes
does her.
difference.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on this sword.
Hold it!
What?
Please be careful, Miss Wright.
Ah, now the table is back. What the fuck?
Don't worry, I've practiced this trick 1,000 times. That's right, Apollo. You have to give Trucy some credit. She knows what she's doing.
I know, but it still makes me nervous every time.
But that's what magic is all about. A truly great magician can make her audience experience all kinds of thrills and chills.
I guess you're right. I better try not to interrupt her too much while she's doing the trick. I don't want to distract her or break her concentration.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, back to the exciting world of magic. Allow me to demonstrate just how sharp this blade truly is.
Das ist eben Sabben hier, Sabben.
Hold it!
What?
Miss
Hold it.
Wright! Please don't swing that big, dangerous thing around. Oh, that's what she said. Somebody could get hurt.
don't shout when I'm swinging Sage Blade around. Somebody could get hurt.
Oh, hahaha. Yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't help myself.
You should know better than to talk to me when I'm on stage.
Mr. Justice, I see you in my chambers after court is adjourned.
Oh, great.
I don't suppose somebody could make me disappear before that happens.
Let's just watch quietly, shall we, Apollo? And now, back to the show. See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed.
Hold it!
What?
So it's definitely a real sword, right?
No, Apollo. I know you're excited, but you have to control yourself.
Mr. Justice! If you needlessly interrupt this wonderful magic show again, I will be forced to bring my very real gavel down on your head.
Oh, look, your thing that you said that
Yeah.
happens now.
The judge seems to be completely taken in by Trucy's magic.
Yeah, it's like she's cast a magic spell over him. I better not interrupt her anymore. There's no telling what the judge might do to me.
Miss Wright, please ignore any further outbursts from Mr. Justice and proceed with your spectacular trick.
Alright, here I go then. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take this sword and...
At least it's not the first three statements. I mean, that's not really a contradiction.
Oops, I did it again.
I hit it up to here, Apollo! Can't you listen quietly like a big boy?
Sorry about that.
Wow.
I got a little too worked up.
Imagine you get a penalty for that, would be.
Actually, there was a game before where you actually get a penalty if you badger the witness.
Wasn't it the second game where you get punished?
I think it
for-
was, yes.
Like this
Could be,
tiger
yeah.
guy, if you do the wrong statement.
Apollo! Now, boys and girls, watch carefully and please don't kick the seat in front of you. Oh, now take the sword and...
Is your chicken done, Dario? It's already 10 minutes.
There's no
Oh my
sword.
I think
God.
it is, yes.
There, I switched it.
Should I finish it or we do it now? I don't know.
Yes, it is. Yes, we should do a recess now.
I mean, now the
And we
important...
do
I mean,
Darius recess.
anyway, but
Alright.
now the
Aaron
important
32.
part is coming.
Alright.
Important.
Apollo has added Tata.
Bye.
What?
Hmm?
Now it says on the way. Oh my god. Something
Oh,
happened.
that's good. So that's good.
It
What
says
do you get Dario this time?
at feet.
But
That's all
if
it
it's
says. At
coming-
FedEx origin facility. That's all it says.
Okay.
But before it said clearance delay, improper or missing paperwork, contact customer service, and now it's at FedEx origin facility. So
So if it's coming from Poland, don't you have to pay import duties or something?
well, I don't know.
Especially if it was expensive.
Yeah.
In that case, you would have to pay a whole lot more.
Ich bin geil. Holt mich hier raus.
Actually,
I mean,
no.
you
I
honestly-
shouldn't be paying FedEx because they delayed it. So they give 0.
Wow,
But yeah,
amazing.
that's what it says. But it still says Wednesday, March 20th, 2024, which is by the end of the day. Which I don't think that's fucking possible. I don't think they're gonna
Lol.
drive all the way from fucking Poland to here in like what? 4 hours?
No, that's not
Fucking
gonna happen,
impossible.
bro.
That's fucking impossible. Well, anyways, it's
Well, did you change the
top.
name?
Anima 2. They fly.
even that way, it
Holy
still wouldn't
fuck.
make it.
I'm coming. Lois.
I mean, all it says is just at FedEx origin facility. That's all it says, really.
Aaron 32.
I guess they just got the
It should
proper
update.
paperwork done now.
Plus the sword all there. Switch it.
So you switched swords when you spun around just now?
That's right. It's the same way I do the trick in the actual magic show, too. But I'm also doing a lot of extra things that I don't do during the show right now, though. The key point is the sword switching. If only could prove she did it during the actual show, too.
Right, prove that she switched them during the show.
What's the matter, Apollo? You look troubled.
Oh, it's nothing. Uh-oh, this is quite the pickle. How should I go about handling
Pickle
this?
Rick!
Miss Wright, please continue with your trick.
So you've all just witnessed me switching the swords.
Oh.
And now, hop.
Hold it.
Halt!
Watch out!
What do you think you're doing, Apollo?
But you were putting yourself in danger. I couldn't just stand by and not say something.
It's not justice! You're putting your head in danger of meeting my Gable.
Apollo, you better apologize before you become this case's next victim.
Oh.
I'm very sorry, everyone. How did it come to this?
Alright, boys and girls, if you want to ask for an encore, please wait until the end, okay? Now then, my sword was sharp as steel just moments ago, but... as you can see, the blade is not steel but rubber.
That's your dick!
Wow, that's incredible! When in the world did you switch them?
Huh? But I explained it once already.
Could you show it to me again?
Sure. But remember, a magician doesn't usually share his secrets. So this is a very
Oh.
special exception.
And I'm very grateful for your generosity. Believe me. I better take a good hard look at the instant she switches the swords.
Even though she explained how she does it, I still can't see her do it. It blows me away no matter how many times I watch.
Yeah, me too, but...
What is it, Apollo?
Did you notice anything about the way Trucy moves doing the trick?
You mean like her movements?
I don't get it. What's the real story, Trucy? Okay, what was the statement that was a bit...
It was the third one. No, wait. I think I did the third one.
This one.
Can we Did he do this in this show? I don't know. Unless you watched the video game, but
Okay,
The video?
let's watch the video.
only if we can see it. I mean, this guy's mostly watching the bunny girl. Hey, we can't see anything.
Also, I like how there's like this noise.
Oh.
It's like a hard drive spinning or something. Or
Well,
one of those computers like with an old fan. You know what I mean?
wasn't it different? Wasn't it a bit different? I mean,
Yeah, she's not really spinning that much around and stuff.
we'll just say we have something else as will prove. I don't know.
Well, let's just try it.
Don't check the.
What?
Oh.
Miss Ryan! We können Sie es wagen, in einem Gerichtssaal zu forsen.
Ich habe nicht geforst.
It's something I'd like to confirm with you.
What is that, Apollo?
There seems to be a discrepancy between the way you performed the trick for us just now and the way it appears in the show footage.
What? But that can't be. I performed it exactly the same way both times.
Then what's going on here? Miss Wright, I have the show footage right here, and the part where you twirl your cape around is missing from it. What?
Oh my god!
Didn't do it. Jack, you never did the twirl.
Yeah.
What? But I did it.
So, it really is the exact moment you switch the swords?
Yes, that's right.
Ah! I knew it.
Oh man.
Well, I certainly never expected the defense to expose the accused lie for me.
Mr. Justice, does this mean that you are arguing that the defendant did not swap the swords during the actual magic show?
No, Your Honor, that wasn't my intention. I mean...
I did swap then. I know I did. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Unless the Aufnahme is fake or something.
Human memory is unreliable at best, but in this case, I am afraid that it is the witness herself who cannot be trusted. We can see the footage for ourselves. The claims of this witness are false. Bitch.
But...
No buts, you butt head.
Now instant game over because you showed the wrong evidence.
Wow.
This is one game.
Now that it has
But
been
one
proven
shot
that
it.
the accused did
For
not
showing
swap
something.
swords, it means that the use of the steel sword to pierce the coffin was wholly intentional.
Gurk!
Gurken.
Gurk!
Gorka! Oh. And by the way, was it not you, Mr. Justice, who argued that Mr. Royce's death was not an accident but murder? I assume you have no objections to that still. It was, after all, your own assertion.
The defense,
The defense has an objection. To you, Mr. Apollo Justice. I demand you withdraw the discrepancy you pointed out now.
but there is a discrepancy, and it must mean something. I'm sure of it.
Quietly save their spat until after court is adjourned. Now, after all of this debate, it seems we've come back around to the original argument. The defendant knew about the prank plan that would place the victim inside the coffin. And what's more, the defendant did not perform the sword switching trick on stage.
Through her actions, I'm afraid I have come to see the true intention of the accused. Her murderous intentions.
It's such a shame.
But I did switch the swords, I swear.
You're knee deep in it now, Justice.
What is she doing? Hold it! Oh.
Oh, it's me. Excuse me.
Let's see, you are... Which one again? Benny? No, that's not right. Potty?
It's Bonnie. You are mixing the two names together, Johanna.
Oh, pardon me. And do you have something you wish to say, Bonnie?
Yes, Johanna. I'd like to testify.
But why?
The more I think about it, the less possible it seems. I don't believe Trucy killed Mr. Rios.
Bonnie?
Hold it!
Hey, what's the big idea? Such an incredible gifted and talented magician will never commit murder. I refuse to believe it. What are you talking about? You hair-brained hair. You keep your trap shut. Got a bag of baby carrots for you. So chew on those and pipe down.
Yeah, suck those baby carrots. Mmm.
Oh.
No, I won't be quiet.
What? How dare you!
How
What's the
dare
matter
you?
with you? Didn't you hear me? Trucy said something to me once. Huh? She said no matter how scared you get, no matter how mean people are to you, you can't give in or give up. That's what being a professional magician's all about. It's all about. God damn it! Isn't that right, Trucy?
That's right, Bonnie.
I've always been afraid to stand up to Betty, afraid to defy her. So I did was what she said. But when I saw Trucy today, she gave me strength.
She's just gonna try and trick us again with her magic.
Hurry up and commit to already! Give her the death penalty! Yeah! I'd like to make a small request. How about instead of testifying with words, I show you exactly what happened? Would that be alright, Your Honor? You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves.
Seeing her courage, the way she kept smiling despite everything, she's just incredible. So I'm not going to run away. I'm scared, but for once, I'm going to be brave. This music.
Wow.
Wow.
Brave.
That music sounds like...
Paper Mario.
It sounds like that one from Final Fantasy IX. The one where...
It sounds like... what was
The one
genre
where,
again?
you know...
I found an artist online, he did like hundreds of songs. And it sounds like a bit meaty-like, but
Wow.
also, you know, kind of realistic, and I don't know how to explain it. What kind of genre was that again?
Gliden. Nah. The Gliden genre. Brave.
I don't know, I've forgotten. Something about pop. Electro pop or...
Poppy.
Oh my god!
What have you done to my sister, Trucy White? You've practically brainwashed her. Practically.
It's the power of Trucy's conviction, that's what it is. It's touched Bonnie's heart.
Yeah, Trucy really is one magical girl. Bonnie, is the topic of your testimony related to that thing that was bothering you? The thing you tried to tell us about in the lobby during the recess?
Yes, ever since I saw the show footage, something's been nagging at me. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something is off. feel like something about it is different from what I saw on the stage.
What do you mean by that, Bonnie?
Maybe it's an older footage or something.
Oh, and that artist is called One Play. Now I remember. One Play.
Or one play. Beat the meat stick. No, wait. I wonder if what was shown on TV is really the same as what happened on stage.
Of course it is. The show has only been performed once, after all.
What is with training?
It can't show anything other than what happened on the stage yesterday.
Synth pop. I think it was synth pop. There you go. Because of that very synthy, MIDI-like soundtrack. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Bonnie's testimony deserves our attention. We have to examine the show footage.
But what can we check it against? Do you have some other footage of the show?
Well,
I have some show footage.
you do?
One of the 3 stations camera said he was a fan of mine.
Oh.
Keep this camera on me through the entire show.
We know this person.
And then afterwards, they gave me the footage to shot her as a present. But
Yeah,
she's
okay.
19, man. She's not underage anymore. So,
Oh.
So your point is they are not attractive to you because they are not underage.
no. You said all the time, but you were wrong.
He did?
Maybe you are into shorters.
No.
But if I tell you Q-Cherry is a short.
He isn't because he isn't even a human. There you go.
Did you show on his bedlaken? To tell you the truth, I thought it was kind of creepy, so I was going to get rid of it. Creepy. I said creepy, man. You can move on, man. Move on.
What was
I
that?
said move on.
Halt!
Please submit that footage to the court.
Oh, then let's take a look at this new footage.
It's a screenshot again. What is this angle?
You know,
Oh.
this guy was just filming her, you know? Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this ass.
What?
She looked like a doll there, just standing there, not doing anything.
This is the other side of the thing.
Wow. Congratulations. Oh. What? There were some cards or
Yeah,
something.
some cards or something.
Oh! No! My power
Oh, what? Oh, you missed the scene now. Come on.
Aaron 32. Yeah, sounds like an old movie or something.
I had the wrong moment. Now you missed it.
Wow, you missed.
Well, he's not,
Oh,
he's
good.
not there.
God damn it, I missed everything now.
Oh, you missed
the
the
end.
best part actually. The end,
Aaron 32.
Oh,
where she
damn
was
it.
like
Such fan service.
where she was like screaming and then went straight to the camera. You missed that part actually.
Maybe we can rewatch it. Maybe.
Yeah. Wow, okay then.
He really did keep his camera on Bonnie the whole time, didn't he? Oh, I'm gonna need this video later.
I think this cameraman needs to keep his personal feelings out of his work.
Well, defense, do you still believe this new show footage is worth inspecting?
Of course I do.
Okay, so how are we going to go about this?
Let's try comparing the two. We just might find an inconsistency between them.
An inconsistency, huh?
Yes, the two pieces of footage are of the same scene, so they should match up. But Bonnie felt there was something off about the original footage. So if we can pick out what's different between the two...
We know what Bonnie found strange.
Exactly. Plus, we may figure out why the original doesn't show the sword switching trick. Your Honor, the defense would like to compare these two pieces of show footage.
How do
Maybe
we do
the other
that?
one was edited or with AI.
Or maybe it was an older a
No,
training.
I will allow it.
Maybe it was a training video. And
What a
wasn't,
waste of time.
Okay,
Oh,
or
do you know how to
Photoshop.
compare the two pieces of footage?
No, I've never done it before.
I'll give you a little lesson then. Use the video player's buttons to go through the footage. When you want to speed through, use the fast forward button, B. And if you want to go back, use the rewind button, X.
A new mechanic.
If you want to halt the playback, just use the pause button, A. Oh, and by the way, if you fast forward or rewind when the playback is paused, you can do a slow frame-by-frame playback.
Okay, and so how do I switch between the two videos?
Just use the switch camera button, LB. Now, if you find a difference between the two pieces of footage, put the cursor over what's different and present with Y it to the core.
Thanks, Athena. You really know your stuff.
Not really, I just gave it some gusto and then went with my gut on most of it.
What? I sure hope she guessed right. Anyway, let's give it a try. So that was the original one.
Yes.
Where's that cameraman? Shouldn't he be on camera here? Because
Well, we should, but
this guy was filming her from the side there.
Aaron 32. VLC Media Player?
oh, VLC Media Player.
It
Actually,
looks
where are the
hard to find
cards?
out.
Well, here we don't see any cards.
Maybe because you can't see because it was on the down part. Read the part at the right moment, do the other, and compare to the other footage.
I like it. What is up with that face at the end? Like,
Yeah, she was like trying to laugh or smile.
But we can see the
oh
ending.
no,
of
there's
this
this
one.
rape here again.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? What the fuck?
These games get more and more sexual.
Well,
now,
maybe it's
look at her. Now
realistic.
she's like a doll. She's like a doll
Yeah.
there. Not moving. Look, the cards were flying there. I don't know what that
Yeah,
was.
where they're coming from? Yeah, look, this is what you missed. Ah!
Huh? What?
You see it?
Uh,
Look at this. This part you missed.
Use frame per frame.
Look,
or
she's
how-
like yelling now. Ah! Like
yeah, but
totally
but-
disgusted.
but the thing isn't even opened there. You know,
What?
the coffin is not opened. Why is she screaming? Look, the coffin is still closed.
I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. I think maybe it's a mistake.
Are you sure? Nah.
Yeah,
Wow, this is such-
different.
It's in fact this is what he wanted from that footage right here.
Ooh. It looks complex.
What's that? Look at this.
Yeah, what the heck? The cards. The cards? The cards? Cards? Cards?
Look, the text present doesn't fit on the screen anymore. Do you see that? Present on the bottom left. The button is missing.
Yeah. There's so much buttons in here that it doesn't show
So
anything
should I
anymore.
just
Hold
point
on.
at it and present or what?
No way. Do
guess.
it. Now wait, I think both need to show the same or not?
Are you sure? I don't think so. I don't think it's that
But
complex.
why is it... Yeah, maybe this is complex.
Hmm.
But I don't know. It's almost as complex as the other insides, maybe.
Oh, you got it right. There were the cards.
This is it right
So
here.
it's not that complex. I assume
I
it
don't
was...
know. Expecting you to frame perfectly compare two videos
Yes.
is a bit much.
Yes. Yes. Frame
Take a good look
perfect.
at the scene and compare it to the video shot from the front.
Oh, the playing cards don't appear in the video shot from the front.
Hey, you're right. What's going on here?
Miss Wright, what can you tell us about these playing cards?
Oh, those? They are the cards I throw when I do the sword switching trick.
What?
Mr. Justice, does this mean?
Yes, it means that the sword switching trick was cut from the TV show footage.
So the footage was edited?
Yes, with AI. Somebody
With
wrote
Photoshop.
remove cards. And boom.
Photoshop.
Yes, with
No,
malicious
that's not
intent.
Photoshop. It's Premiere Pro. That is absurd.
Well, you must get to the bottom of this right away. Bailiff! The TV station might still have the unedited footage. Go see what you can find out.
Hold it!
Oh no.
Oh, it's him. Probably him now. Yeah, it is him.
It's you.
Now hold up, Your Honor. This is just a big misunderstanding. Believe you me. Give a guy a chance to defend himself before you start pointing fingers.
And who might you be?
Right. Sorry about that. Go ahead, myself there. Got ahead of myself there. Here's my business card. Charmed to make your acquaintance, Your Honor.
We didn't call you as a witness.
Oh, well, how very polite of you.
It's lovely to meet you, Prosecutor Sad Maddie. Please take my card. A business card? Ah, yes, I read about this custom among businessmen in this country. I have even familiarized myself with the various replies.
Wow.
Aaron 32.
How do you do?
He's such
good
an ass
sir?
kisser.
Or what's crack a lackin', homie? For example.
Yes. That's what you're gonna say when you meet a businessman. What's
Yes.
crack-a-lackin', homie?
Oh, you're from Take-Two TV, are you, witness? Come to think of it, I believe I've seen you on television before.
Yes, Roger Rentins, otherwise known as the Ratings Raya. He is a TV producer and appears on many of his own shows as of late. He is best known for his catchphrase, "Hang loose, baby."
Oh my, so you're the ratings, Roger.
Hang loose, judgy baby. Nice card room you got here.
I never thought I'd get to meet you in person. But Prosecutor Samadi, how do you know so much about him?
In preparation for the case, I watched all of his shows. Which makes no sense. That would be like days of footage, but you know. I found the ratings Raha or Raja?
Wait.
Raja, I would say.
Raja goes to Burger Barn of a particular interest.
Burger bag.
Wow.
Burger King.
It inspired me to visit that restaurant straight away to learn more about the local cuisine.
What? You went to Burger Barn?
Who would have thought?
What about, you know,
Eldun's
all these noodles, yeah. You must have really wanted to try it, huh, buddy? Because that line, whoo! Compared to my assessing training, an hour's wait is nothing. I recommend the Southwestern burger with jalapeno jack cheese, by the way. Actually, there's a new McDonald's burger. Well, not really, but there's a big tasty now with jalapeno in it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
I'm having a really hard time picturing him in line for burgers.
Prosecutors of Marty's unexpected enthusiasm for food aside, Mr. Atkins, what is this misunderstanding you mentioned?
Well, for starters, it's true that the footage was edited. You'll get your hands on it this anyway, so I might as well show you the unedited footage.
Richard, it's still on it.
It's a pretty long video, so I'll just show you the part where it's playing with the playing cards. You can see the cards that when Trucy spins around, so keep your eyes peeled. Uh-oh.
Is this the same guy? Oh, wait.
No, this is the unedited footage.
Maybe it's still photoshopped now, huh?
Oh, see, look.
Oh yeah, look. Yeah.
It was right there. Did you see the part that was cut where Trucy switched the swords? She spins around and then playing cards go flying. Everything's like it's supposed to be.
So he did the swapping
But
then.
it seems the defendant really did swap swords doing the trick.
Which means the sword Miss Wright thrust into the coffin was the rubber one. In other words, Miss Wright couldn't have killed Mr. Rios.
Hold it!
No, he...
Yeah, see, that's the first misunderstanding right there.
What do you mean, asshole?
Well, Trucy definitely did swap swords, as you saw. So yeah, maybe she didn't kill Mr. Royce when she stabbed the coffin.
I like this picture of surprised Betty, Bonnie.
Betty,
It's
probably.
Bonnie,
Should
yes.
be an avatar, you know? Can you make a screenshot of that?
Isn't this too
Okay.
small? With AI,
There we go.
it would look
Screenshot
good.
taken. No, wait, take off the thing. Take off this. Oh, you failed.
Wait.
But that just means he was killed after he showed up pretending to be a corpse.
So you're saying that up until that point everything was going according to the script? If that's true, then when and how exactly do you think he was killed?
It was after the dragon set piece came crashing down. I say Trucy murdered Mr. Rose when she was hidden from view behind the set piece. She could have easily done it behind that huge dragon and nobody be the wiser. I see. Indeed, there is a ring of truth to that, your assertions. You bet. Plus, there's a suspicious looking shot in the footage, too. It's toward the end of the footage, just before the dragon hits the stage. Might it be easier to just see it
But why is
for
he
yourselves?
pointing out all this now? Isn't it weird? He probably talks about the shadow in the back for a moment. Because there is a shadow.
It's only for a split second, so it's hard to catch. But look, here.
Wow.
Well, isn't it obvious what it is? It's Mr.
Yeah.
Thing.
Mr. Head.
This suspicious shadow must be Trucy. Yeah, just
Are you
like
sure
that,
it's Mr. Hat?
just
Yeah,
flies
she
up,
went
jump.
right. She went to the right and then immediately appeared there as a shadow.
Yeah, what
Right.
the
No,
fuck?
wait.
It's
What
makes
if
no
it's the
sense.
body? Maybe it's the body of the guy flying up somehow.
She's using the steel sword she hid behind the curtain during the trick to kill the victim.
I'm not
What?
sure if
That
it's
does
really
not
Mr.
look like
Hat
a sword
there.
at all.
Oh, now that you mention it, I suppose it does look that way. Hey!
This witness is just trying to ram his theory down our throats, Your Honor. And that's not all. Aren't we forgetting that the witness willfully edited the sword switch out of the footage?
Hold it.
The second.
You see, there's your second misunderstanding right there. Your Honor, would you mind if I testified about it? I've seen people testify on TV and I've always wanted to give it a shot.
That would be fine with me, Prosecutor Marty.
This is quite unexpected. It threatens to disrupt the karmic course of this case. Hey, lighten up, pretty boy. You're gonna like what I've got to say, promise. Very well. However, if you do anything to impede the last rites of the victim, I will have you removed permanently from life.
From existence.
Alright. With Prosecutor Marty's permission, please give us your testimony, Mr. Ruttins.
Roger Rentins, the ratings Raja, now Kaiser of the courtroom. I'm taking over the floor, so listen up, loyal viewers. How does this work?
It wasn't deliberate, I tell you.
Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are spliced together and long or boring scenes are cut out. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done maliciously or something.
Yeah, totally not.
It was just a coincidence that that particular scene was cut. It wasn't intentional. Or what? You got some proof that I had an ulterior motive for editing that footage? Yes, we do.
It's not really a contradiction.
So you're saying it was a coincidence that the sword swapping scene was cut?
That's right. Glad you got the picture.
Objection!
Coincidence? That's just a little too convenient if you ask me.
Oh, an objection. How cool. It sure packs a lot more punch when you hear it live. Do it again. I want to get another shot from a different angle.
My objection is not for your entertainment.
And cut! There! I got some good stuff there.
Mr. Ruttins, filming is prohibited inside the courthouse.
Whoops, my bad, Judge.
And if the defense has an issue, it can point it out during its cross-examination.
Cross-examination. It wasn't deliberate, I tell you. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. No!
And I'm telling you that you're a piece of shit. Really? I've never heard anybody say that.
It's a common knowledge in the TV world.
Really?
Ugh. You got any idea what a snooze cruise it'd be to watch a magic show without editing? A magic show like that one, anyway.
That was ice cold.
Anyway, editing is what makes TV worth watching.
I would the entire TV. I mean, there's nothing.
Scenes are spliced together and long or boring scenes are cut out.
Whoopsie.
Oh,
also the bloopers. The bloopers also
no.
get cut out.
Whoopsie.
Hold it!
Are you saying you thought there were boring scenes in Miss Wright's magic show?
You gotta ask. That script and presentation deserve a place on the cutting room floor. You know, the website with the video games and stuff.
The cutting room floor, yeah.
What the heck? Broadcasting that mess as is would have been a complete disaster. That's why I had to edit the footage. It's just what a TV man does.
What didn't you like about the show exactly?
The whole thing. It was a major snooze fest. Maybe a common folk like you don't get it. But the show is only as good as how loud and flashy and trashy it is.
It was plenty loud and flashy on its own. All you did was add the trash.
I suppose each industry has its own way to doing things. Just as we in the legal profession focus exclusively on evidence and testimony. Exactly. Whether it's a show biz or a legal biz, we do what we gotta
Yan
do to get
Giant.
the job done.
Yo, this dude looks very Japanese TV man.
Anyway, editing footage is just a matter of course in the TV industry. Whoa. All the stations edit this way. It wasn't like it was done maliciously or something. This guy looks like Johnny Depp, actually. A little bit.
It wasn't done maliciously, huh? Well, I get the distinct impression that you bear feelings of ill will toward Troopy Grammar.
Huh? What makes you think that?
The things that you yourself have said.
You'll see. I dig up the dirt and expose the dark heart behind that sweet smile. I'll prove those Gremier magicians are a bunch of lowlives.
And I also get the impression that you felt this way for a long time.
Objection.
Aaron 32. He reminds me of Robert Downey Jr.
Or yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is also one. Words such as those can be interpreted in many different ways.
Just because
Aaron
I'm
32.
Though I bear
Junior.
the defense no ill will, I would not hesitate to say that he is a good-for-nothing lout of a lawyer.
Oh. You bear me no ill will? Could have fooled me.
And yet, it is the truth. I am only strict on you as it seems you have strayed from the path.
If you have any objections, Mr. Justice, please make your case with evidence in the future.
Ah!
Mr. Attend, please continue your testimony.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
It was just a coincidence. That particular scene was cut. It wasn't intentional.
Hold it.
Of all the scenes you could have cut, why the sword switching trick? That seems like too much of a coincidence to me.
Oh, so now you're gonna tell me how I'm supposed to edit my programs, Big Shot? It's hard being the boss, kid. You gotta make the tough choices like which content gets cut.
But let me ask you this: why
Yan
exactly
Giant.
did you make such a
Nahayuda is
tough
just cursing
choice
lowers
in
all
this
the time.
case?
That's what he does. You wouldn't understand, champ. It's all about the artistic vision. Let me post this on Twitter real quick. I tell you, people tell you how to do your job when they don't know the first thing about it. That's Twitter for you, by the way. I get that all the
I may not
time.
know TV, but I know evidence law, and boy do I have some for you, champ. I might not be able to show that your selective editing was intentional. However, I know you bear the defendant ill will, and this is the evidence that proves it.
What,
Whoa,
already?
Oh, shit.
The contract?
Dishonest dealings.
I think it's the contract, though. The contract is, you know.
A contract signed by True 07 Detail.
I would say it's
Really?
the contract. Because, I mean.
Hmm.
Can we have something else, maybe? So the question is, that he is ill.
Well, this contract in and of itself seems to be fine. But you know, he used a trick to get the Trucy to sign it.
Huh.
Well, the clipper will make to make. No, wait. This can only be this or the other one.
Well, let's just try it.
Unless.
Take that.
Huh? What's that you got there?
This is the contract you had Miss Wright sign just before the magic show.
So both would work, I think.
Apparently.
Just
Yeah,
think.
apparently.
I don't know.
This contract between the first party, Take Two TV, and the second party, Miss Wright, reads: if, through the fault of the second party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full, the second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party. $3 million! No! That's a completely unreasonable sum. I couldn't agree more, and of course Miss Wright doesn't have that kind of money. Nevertheless, Roger Rattins had her sign this unreasonable contract anyway. Or more accurately, he conned her into signing it.
Conned her? How did he do that?
There's a trick to the clipboard that was used by Miss Wright to sign her contract.
What? Oh my god.
It houses carbon paper that can secretly copy her signature onto other documents.
Yan Jian. Every
Oh,
victory
come on.
Nahyuta god is incurring where has no lawyer. I don't know why he is so confident while facing true lawyers.
What's going on?
Yeah,
He died.
somebody chatted. That's why. Oh, come on now. That's quite a nasty accusation you're slinging in my way.
Yes,
For
bro.
starters, you
Yes,
don't have
bro.
any proof I had anything to do with that carbon paper stuff. Just because Trucy and her agency can't pay up, that doesn't mean I coned her.
But $3 million? That's totally out of reach for the average person. In any case, this is important new information. Please add it to your testimony, Mr. Rattins.
What? No!
But it's also
Where's your proof linking me to that tricked out clipboard? You don't have any, do you?
Hold it!
This clipboard is yours though, isn't it, Mr. Rattins?
Well, it belongs to the TV station anyway. That much I know. Maybe it was an old prop from one of our TV shows that got used by mistake.
Or maybe you used it on purpose to con Miss Wright.
Mr. Rettins has already stated that he did not. Mr. Justice, please do not use this charge to try to get out of paying your agency's debt.
That's not what I'm doing.
Proof Mr. Rettins is connected to the carbon paper, huh? If Trucy's signature was copied onto the fake contract, then there must be an original contract that Trucy actually did sign.
True, but I bet Rettins is too savvy to leave something like that behind as evidence. But what if her signature was copied onto more than just the fake contract? Well, the note, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a third document with Trucy's signature on it. Have we seen anything like that, though?
Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Let me continue my testimony, motherfucker. Or what? You got some proof that I had an ulterior motive for editing that footage?
Hold it!
What? No!
What other scenes did you cut from the footage?
Huh? Oh, no others, I guess.
You mean you only edited out the sword switching trick scene and nothing else? Don't you think it's too much of a stretch to claim that as mere coincidence?
It's my conjecture.
No matter how artificial you find the affair, stranger things have happened on their own. That is, unless you have something with which prove otherwise, defense.
Well,
If you have a valid criticism of Mr. Red Teen's testimony, feel free to counter with evidence.
Well, Apollo,
it would sure make things easier if we had some. Aw,
I think the defense team needs to be edited out of this trial. That's what they need. I'll have to clean up this footage later.
he isn't really gonna put this on TV, is he? Proof that Trucy's signature was copied, huh?
but we don't have proof. That's why our agency's under seizure right now.
True. Or do we?
Yes, go to the statement.
Wow, look at this.
It's the exact same as the other one.
Yeah.
Or do you always do the same way the signature in real life?
Actually, yeah, you kinda do, but there would still be a
Yeah.
difference. A little difference in variation.
Objection!
You must be quite the con man if you can fool a magician with a simple trick. But if you think you can con a lawyer, you're very much mistaken.
Hey kid, would it kill you to initiate in front of the camera? You know, like a newscaster.
I'd like you to take a look at Miss Wright's signature here on this note. Now let's compare that signature to the one here in this contract.
Why would you look at that? They're exactly the same.
That's right, Your Honor. Not just similar, but exactly the same. Nobody can sign the name in exactly the same way twice, unless it's a copy. These signatures are proof positive that you can't miswrite. And they definitely prove your malicious intent.
Hey, not bad, lawyer guy. Didn't know you had it, didn't you? This is really getting interesting now. I'll get great ratings for sure.
Don't try to dodge the issue, Mr. Rettens. The fact is that you bear ill will against my client. So the show footage was definitely edited with malicious intentions, isn't that right? Halt die Fresse.
What a forced argument, defense. All you have really proven is not his ill will towards Miss Wright, but his pecuniary greed. That's right, I just want money, baby. Fat stacks of cheddar. That's all.
And
After all,
and,
I'd never even
Raiden.
crossed paths with Trucy before this magic show. So I'd have absolutely no reason to bear her any ill will, right?
He didn't bear her any ill. Oh my god.
You can't.
He didn't bear her any ill will, huh? If you say it like very quickly, then it's like some kind of tongue twister there. Fat chance. This guy definitely has some major balls and major hate for Trucy.
Hate boner. You'll see, I'll dig out the dirt and expose a dark heart behind that sweet smile. I'll prove those Gremier magicians are all a bunch of lowlifes. Motherfucker.
I can't prove it with anything, but the things he said all point to that fact. There must be something between the two of them that gave birth to this grudge. Some sort of connection that not even Trucy is aware of. Your Honor. I'd like to argue that Roger Rattins and Trucy Wright must have crossed paths before. There must be some hidden connection between them.
Hidden?
Connection?
What is it now?
Just what are you getting at, Mr. Justice?
It is futile to even ask, Your Honor. Surely it is just another one of the defense's fleckless claims.
Objection!
You don't seem to have a very high opinion of me, but once you hear my argument, you wish you'd take me a whole lot more seriously.
Will I really? Well, not really. I just hate defense lawyers. Very well then. Do proceed.
Did you figure something out, Apollo?
Nope, not a thing.
What?
It was just some good old-fashioned bluffing, courtesy of Mr. Wright's fine training.
I hope you know what you're doing.
If you're going to make such a bold claim, Mr. Justice, I hope you're ready to elaborate. What is this hidden connection between the defendant and Roger Rattins?
He's Trucy's biggest fan! They are dating! Reddit is a magician too! To be honest, all three of them sound ridiculous.
But no, but remember,
But I mean,
his camera just disappeared. His camera,
Yeah.
remember with the trick.
Yeah,
Remember?
this one is the least outrageous one. I mean, what happened? Oh, I just want to see
Yeah.
what happens if I choose this. They are
You get a
dating.
pena-
but then you're
Get a
gonna lose a
penalty.
penalty.
Oh. Well,
Well,
I guess
I
I
mean-
can't do this.
Unless you save and then load the save again.
Well, you can do it once. And then you do it in every way. We need to check everything, every statement.
I don't even like to imagine this. But could it be possible that two of them are dating? If Mr. Rettins and Miss Wright were in a relationship,
Oh, that's good, yes! Viewers love a secret romance to dish about. Yes, Truce and I love each other so much. She's gonna introduce me to her father sometime real soon.
I think
What is that?
Objection!
What the heck?
Trucy would never fall for a guy like you. Not in a million years. Mr. Justice, are you aware that you're objecting to your own argument? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but when I saw Mr. Redden's antics, I just had to speak out. Personally, I can't say that I blame you for wanting to do that. But you're the one who came up with such a disturbing idea in the first place. What was I even thinking? All that ended up doing is grossing everyone out. Now, why don't you try again, Mr. Justice? What is this hidden connection between the defendant and Roger Rettins? He's Trucy's biggest fan. Roger Rettins is Miss Wright's biggest fan.
That's right, huge fan of hers. So naturally, I don't bear her any ill will or malice whatsoever.
Alright, I set myself up for that one. Can we edit that scene out? No, this isn't the public's court and I'm not Judge Wagner.
Wagner? What the
No.
fuck?
I know, cause his penalties would hurt less. Oh, why don't you try again, Mr. Justice?
Now you can reload. Yeah, this one. Actually, you save and then you can go back.
That sleight of hand trick Mr. Rettins did during the recess earlier.
They misprovided inside the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff?
Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me.
What if Mr. Rettins is a magician too? What if? I believe it's up to the defense to fill in the blanks, not me. Well, if he is, he may have had some contact with Miss Wright somewhere along the way.
Objection!
Your argument is hardly worth responding to. But by all means, please do continue. As a passage in the sacred scriptures of Kurism states, he who gives a shit, he who gives a sermon to a monkey is himself a monkey. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say to a dimwit, he isn't gonna get it anyway.
But we saw Mr. Rettins perform a magic trick. He made his video camera disappear in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think it would be pretty funny if I were a magician. Must have been seeing things. Want me to introduce you a good eye doctor? If a connection as tenuous as that is all it takes, then every magician in the country could potentially bear ill will toward the accused.
All the haters.
I guess you're right.
You're not the sharpest now in the drawer, are you, short stuff? You would do well to cleanse that putrid mind of yours in the holy waters, Miss Mount Pony.
Pony.
3 days under the frigid waterfall, and even you should rise to the level of a monkey.
Wow, great. What a roast.
Haha, numbskull for a numbskull.
Ugh. Well, this numbskull has thick skin, so there.
I think I get what they're driving at. Even if he is a magician, it's not exactly a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy, is it?
Hold on. I can think of one person. One magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy. Or rather, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Troopy Grammaire.
Oh!
The
N-word!
No way!
There's nothing wrong, Mr. Justice.
Your Honor, the defense wishes to submit evidence at this time.
I see. What sort of evidence do you have for us?
Evidence that points to the real killer, the one who had a motive to commit this crime.
What?
And what have you come up with this time, defense?
Trilogy Wright is the sole heir to Trooper Grimera and its name. This puts her square in the crosshairs of one particular magician. And this piece of evidence points to that one person with a grudge against Miss Wright.
Isn't it the poster? I mean,
Mr. Rios was apparently ousted from... Oh.
wasn't it him? I mean...
Cancelled. Well, I guess so.
But I mean, he had a grunge, right? He had one. Or
I
something.
would say so.
Take that!
Who exactly are you naming, Mr. Justice?
13 years ago, the great Mr. Rios belonged to Trooper Grimera. But then the Trooper ousted him and Mr. Rios vowed to get revenge on them someday. And what better way to accomplish that than through the ruination of their soul here?
Mr. Rios is the victim, Mr. Justice. You've named a dead man as your suspect.
But is he really dead? Oh my god, what?
What do you mean, is he really dead?
If the fact that Mr. Rios is the victim is what's throwing you off, then how about we consider this possibility? What if the man who died on that stage yesterday wasn't Mr. Rios?
Right.
What? Oh my god! That was so insane that it's lagging the entire
It's really
stream!
laggy on parsec too.
Wow, good.
What?
It ultra lags now everything in parsec.
What? You mean the victim was an imposter?
Now it's normal again.
Not Mr. Rios, then what about the real Mr. Rios?
We mean the real Mr. Rios is still alive.
That's absurd.
Mr. Justice! Who is the real Mr. Rios if not the victim of this case?
Oh, extreme close-up!
It's all coming together now. I finally see the gimmick, the trick to this entire case. This should explain everything, Your Honor. The real killer, the one who hated Trooper Grimera and wanted to sully its name. The magician lurking in the shadows who set up a fake Mr. Rios in his stead. The real Mr. Rios is Trilogy Wright!
I wonder who could it be? Well, it could
Actually,
be.
yeah,
I
look,
mean,
see?
it would
The hair
explain.
is similar, yeah.
And the eyes
It's
as well.
It would explain why he had a grudge against everyone.
And nobody else could it be, you know? I can't
No,
choose
it's-
anybody else. It's the only
It was
Yeah.
Sadmadi. It was Sadmadi. Actually, nah. You're post
Look,
him.
what? Look, he's 35, but the imposter's 30.
Yeah.
What, that's...
Yes, yes it is. Roger Rettins is the
Aaron
real
32.
Mr. Rios.
Apollo Justice.
Objection!
Oh, hollow pepper. You impotent seeds spread nada but meaningless, empty words. You can't possibly have proof to support such an outlandish theory. It's not a bad idea for a soap opera. But not even a die-hard fans of the genre would stick around past the pilot.
You want proof? Well, I've got proof. I can prove it by proving that the Mysterious in yesterday's magic show was a fake. And to do that, the scar. I just need you to look at the spot on this poster. Wasn't it the scar?
Yeah, it
was
wasn't there.
completely
There it is.
missing.
Yeah, it would pixel perfect.
Oh, no.
Take that!
What is that supposed to mean, Mr. Justice?
This is the injury Mysterious sustained while practicing a magic trick 13 years ago. However, the video the victim shot of himself shows no trace of that injury.
Oh my, you're absolutely right.
Now, Mr. Rattins, what do you suppose we'd find if we take a look at your right forearm? Is there by chance a nasty 13-year-old scar under that sleeve of yours?
Huh.
Well, Mr. Rattins, why don't you roll up your sleeve and let the court have a look? Or are you hiding something else up there?
Come on now, I have nothing up my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything up there, because I require no tricks or gimmicks. For you see, my magic is the real deal. Is this what you were hoping to see?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, there it is, the scar!
Just as I thought.
That's right. I'm the forgotten magician abandoned to the dark understage of history. The great Mr. Royce!
Reus. Det säger vi.
Oh, he burned that card.
This!
It's totally
Absurd! Ha ha ha. How ironic, wouldn't you say? That this odious mark carved into me by true Gremier would bring me back to the limelight once more. Strange and the karmic dread before me. If the witness is the real Mr. Royce, then who is the victim person in this magic show? He was but a fan. I met him in one of my programs several years ago. He said he had become a magician out of admiration for the great Mr. Royce.
Wow. So he just let him die there, pretty much. His own fan.
In confidence, I told him my true identity and let him take on my mantle.
When did this man take over for you?
About 2 years ago, I taught him my tricks and even acted as his producer. And so, the mere amateur became a popular magician overnight. Courtesy of my magic on stage, we call television. Hope you enjoyed the show.
No, not one bit. You really had us all fooled.
Mr. Rattins, or should I say, Mr. Rias. In your hatred of Troopy Grammar, you killed the victim, Mr. Mystery, and then set up Miss Wright to take the fall, didn't you? You did it all just to tarnish the Grammar name.
I have no idea what you're talking about, lad. Also, this is another music that could be in Paper Mario.
It's the
I
same
set
com-
up
no,
the
it's
prank,
not.
that much is true. But it was simply a harmless joke on Trucy, I assure you. Yet she learned of the plan and made use of it to commit murder. There, look, now you can make... Aw. Now
Oh,
you could have done
fuck.
us.
Yeah, you're
photo
too
there.
late now, Dario.
That is how strongly the criminal elements runs in the blood of these Gremiers.
Objection!
But if it was a secret prank plan that very few people knew about, couldn't you have been the one to use it for murder instead?
Oh!
Yikes! Oh! His head is gone!
Just kidding.
Man, the way his
What
head
the-
rolled away.
Yeah. Yes, that was fucking
What the
hilarious.
heck was that?
Heed my words, lawyer lad, for I fear your grasp of reality is slipping. I do believe I told you that my magic is real. It employs neither tricks nor gimmicks.
Enough of the ambiguity. Why don't you make your point already?
My alibi is as pristine as ever, wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Saad Mahdi? Yes, I suppose that is correct. The witness does have a solid alibi.
What? Ah! You slapped my ass.
Recall the defense that at the time of the magic show, Mr. Redtines was at Take-Two TV. A fact that many people can easily attest to.
God, that's right. I forgot all about
But
that.
what if that is also another clone of him?
Maybe it was
Oh.
a setup or something.
So, what do you think, Your Honor? Would you like me to testify on the matter?
Yes, I think you'd better. Please tell the court more about your alibi.
Very well then. On with the show. Are you watching Magnify Gramier? The time has finally come for my magic to snuff out your precious pedigree.
Oh, that's amazing that he can just make fire like this. It's like a great energy source, you know? Energy without...
Maybe it's the
without
fire
putting it
hand
in.
from. Maybe it's the fire hand from Mario and Luigi.
Also, listen to that sound for a second.
Holy fuck. I'm coming. Lois.
You know, that's the sound you can fall asleep to.
Wow, great. The Gramier line will be no more. Well, I mean, isn't it
can
no
find his
more,
of-
technically? I mean, the only people there is Trucy.
Yeah, maybe it was a setup.
I was at the
Setup,
TV
because you
station at
know-
the time of the Penrose performance. I was busy working on another TV program. I could spare no time for the magic show. Do ask my staff if you doubt my claim. And there it is, a simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth.
Certainly not interested in gimmicks.
So that's why he could, like, do that money fan trick. Because he just pulled up, like, a bunch of money with one, like, note.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you understand now, perhaps? I did not grace the theater with my presence until after the incident. So how could I commit the murder? Murder ball.
Staff did say he was there at the station. So it sure does sound like a rock-solid alibi.
That can't be right. If Mr. Evans is the killer, he had to have been at the theater.
There's gotta be a hole somewhere in this story.
I assure you there are no holes on Mr. Roy's stage. No tricks, no gimmicks. True magic doesn't need trapdoors to escape through. Do enjoy my show to the fullest. And my real alibi. Wow.
Is it too perfect?
I was at the TV station at the time of the Primrose performance.
Hold it!
But you did come to the theater eventually, isn't that right?
Indeed. Anxious to see how the show was progressing, I made my way to the theater. Let's see, my journey took about 10 minutes by car.
Could you actually have been at the theater during those 10 minutes killing the victim?
Oh, allow me to stab at reading your mind. Aha! Could I have been at the theater during those 10 minutes of killing the victim?
How in the...
But no, I took a taxi. The driver can attest to that. Feel free to call the taxi company if my word does not testify you. The driver is a big fan of the ratings, Raha. I even gave him my card.
Ugh, he looks disgusted. You gave the driver his card? That was very clever of him.
You might as well give up, lad. Questioning real magic is a fool's errand. Besides, you know very well what I was doing at the time of the incident. I was busy working on another TV program. I could spare no time for the magic show.
Hold it!
Hold what?
What's this other TV show you were working on?
My own special project, you see. One moment. Perhaps this is more appropriate. It's Ratings Raha Special Production. Yeah, hang loose, baby. It's called Desperation Regeneration.
What kind of name
Such
is
a...
that?
What the fuck?
You switched personas just to say that?
Wow.
What's the show about?
Washed Up has been singers and comedians get together and play musical chairs.
Wow, great.
The winner of the game is given a second chance at their career. A priceless prize for the chumps who washed up too early in life. Sounds great, right? Might I suggest you appear on that show, Mr. Justice? As the ex-lawyer who used to make ridiculous plus incurred and faded sadly into obscurity?
And let the ratings Roger produce my TV debut? Not in this lifetime.
You have great reactions, who knows? TV might be your true calling.
Hey, whose side are you on?
In any case, I was overseeing production of this program during Penrose performance. Do ask my staff if you doubt my claim.
Hold it!
Bitch.
How do we know those staff members aren't in cahoots with you?
I make it my business to perform solo. My magic has neither need nor want of assistance. After all, one of them could reveal the secrets behind my magic, couldn't?
So he doesn't trust anybody, huh? He's the complete opposite of Trucy.
There were many people there in the studio audience who saw the witness as well. Even if we had been able to persuade his own staff to cover for him, he could have not convinced so many complete strangers to do the same.
He really has made a rock-solid alibi for himself.
Yeah, it's almost too good, you know? It's eerie how perfect it is.
It's all been revealed to you now. And there it is, a simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth.
Hold it!
I've got it! Do you have a brother? Oh my god. A brother that looks exactly like you, maybe?
The guy with the twin business? You think the audience will let you get away with using the same gimmick twice in a row? If you do not believe him, defense, why not investigate it for yourself? Though I am sure your efforts will prove to be grossly fruitless.
Yeah, I guess the twin theory is a little far-fetched. Arg, his alibi really is airtight.
Bulletproof.
I believe we've heard
Bullet.
enough. While I believe the witness does indeed harbor some ill will against the defendant, there is no reason to doubt that he was at the TV station at the time of the incident.
Yes, the facts prove it was impossible for the witness to have been involved with this crime.
Ihre.
These last rites for the victim have dragged on long enough. The soul of the victim himself is so bored that it is resting on top of Your Honor's head.
Lol.
It is! Ah!
The time has come. Let us punish the sinner and guide the victim's soul to the Twilight Realm.
Apollo, Trucy will be thrown in prison, and we'll be out of a job. And if you catch tasty fishies, will you sell me some at a good price?
I told you I have absolutely zero intention of going off on a tuna boat. Think, Justice. Think! You have to figure this out.
It's worth figuring it all.
It's no use. Can't find a single flaw. So what now?
Let's
Oh,
turn our
behold my
thinking
never-ending
around.
magic show. Come on, come for the awe-inspiring showmanship of the great Mr. Royce.
Yes.
And stay for my grand illusion till the end of time. Ha!
Wait, is he saying that we're still trapped inside some sort of illusion of his?
That's what professional magicians do. They make their audience see something that isn't really there.
In other words, you make us see illusions, right?
We call it misdirection. When we keep you busy believing one thing, we are busy making something else happen. What we say is there really isn't. And what we say isn't there actually is.
Could it be? You know what, Mr. Addams? I guess we have all been spectators to the elaborate illusion you've prepared for us. An illusion that has subtly turned our attention towards something you wanted us to see.
What are you going on about, lad?
Have you got something, Apollo?
I just remembered something Trucy said about misdirection. What a magician says is there really isn't, and what they say isn't there actually is. If we've all been taken for a ride by Mr. Redton's magic, then maybe he's made us see something that wasn't really there. It's time to rethink all of my assumptions about this case. What have we been made to believe was there when it actually wasn't? What have we taken to the absolute facts of this case? Oh, there was the screenshot again. But I think you missed it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't react that fast.
If I reevaluate the validity of all of these things, then just maybe. Athena, there's something uncanny about this case.
Okay, what is it?
Redton's alibi, it's too perfect.
That's true. It's like it's impossible to break, no matter how hard we try. It's like the Black Cyclops.
Maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's exactly what he wants us to think.
I'm not following you on Twitter.
You're not making any headway here because we've been so focused on breaking his alibi.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying he's using misdirection on us, right?
It's definitely a possibility.
What the defense care to share with everyone what it's discussing over there?
Your Honor, we believe that if we were to reconsider a certain assumption, we may finally arrive at the truth. In fact, I think we'll even finally see who's hiding behind the curtain, so to speak.
What is this certain assumption you're thinking of?
This is the one key assumption we've been taking for granted this whole time. Roger Redton's guilt. The culprit was on scene. the crime scene.
Well, I mean, the crime scene wouldn't make sense. No, maybe it was
What do you think, Dario?
just for something was
well,
on.
I mean, I guess
crime
he
scene.
was on the scene. That's what I think.
I think it's the down one.
Because I mean, like I said, if he's saying that he's not there, but then it is there.
Yeah,
So I think
would
that
also
makes
say
more
so.
sense.
But it's only 50-50
It
there
was
anyway.
there.
But it can't be the top one, so.
So you'd say the culprit was on scene.
Yes.
I would also say this, to be honest. Let's see if it's correct. What if the culprit was somewhere other than the theater at the time of the crime? What if there was some way to commit the murder without actually being there? If that were the case, then Mr. Reddin's perfect alibi would become irrelevant.
Objection.
How could one person stab another to death with a sword without physically being there? Furthermore, we all saw what appears to be the culprit's shadow in the footage.
Objection.
But couldn't we just as easily assume that the shadow does not belong to the culprit? Well, if it's not the culprit, then whose is it? I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track. We've all seen something that looks like this shadowy shape before, Your Honor, during the magic show itself. In that case, please point it out in the show footage for us. This is the thing that looks suspiciously similar to the shadowy figure of the culprit. The other shadow then, right?
I think isn't it this?
The one that we saw before.
Yeah. Also, didn't we find the Mr. Woods up there?
What resembles?
There. Isn't it that one?
Isn't it the
it
question?
looks like
What
it, yeah.
resembles what?
There. Yes.
Is that the question? What?
Well, this is also a shadow that resembles the other shadow seen later, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
This is it.
This is correct, but balls. It loads so long. Oh.
Doesn't
Now
the
the
shadow
music
resemble
loop?
a penis? Doesn't the shadow resemble the suspicious shadowy figure? Now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it? Miss Wright, could you identify this shadow for the court?
Let's see. I believe that's Mr. Head's shadow. It's from when he's being pulled up from the stage to the catwalk overhead by wire.
Then could the shadow that's shown later in the footage be Mr. Head too?
No, that's not possible. After Mr. Head was pulled up to the catwalk, he stayed up there.
In other words, the second shadow is from some other figure being pulled up. Some other figure? I'm afraid you need to be more specific than that, Mr. Justice. He's right, we've come this far. I'll just have to figure it out from the clues I have on hand. What is the second shadow shown in the footage?
The bucket.
No.
The Mario.
I figured. Wait a moment.
Well,
I think it was
actually,
the
wait.
body of the guy.
Hold-
Body of the
yeah.
guy was like pulled up and something.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't he have like a thing? Yeah, that
Look,
bit. See, he has something to
There
pull up.
you see
yeah.
it. He probably was pulled up and then he got killed or something. I don't know. It would
So
make
it's
sense.
this one?
Yes, I would say this. Is,
Yes.
Take that.
It's only we have that to show.
If you consider what was happening on the stage at the time, there's only one answer. The shadow belonged to the fake Mr. Rios. In other words, Mr. Man of Mystery.
Man,
Him? Please take a look at the prank plan script. Mr. Mystery was to pretend to be dead and then fly up into the air after that. Isn't that right, Mr. Reddins?
Indeed. And what of it?
I contend that that's exactly what happened. Look at this ass. Look at this ass. The victim was wearing a stunt harness around his waist. It was most likely attached to a stunt wire so that he could be pulled up into the air.
So you're suggesting that after pretending to be dead in the coffin,
Anirachu.
the victim
Datas.
flew up into the air just as the prank script says?
Exactly. We just couldn't see him go flying up because the dragon was blocking our view. And that last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is the true piece de resistance of the culprit's murderous magic show.
Don't tell me you've got it all figured out.
Yes, I think so. If we can just look beyond Mr. Retton's last bit of misdirection, we should finally be able to see the real truth. The victim must have been pulled up to the catwalk, just like Mr. Head, and hit the cushioning up there with considerable force. I just have to figure out what else happened up there at that time.
Are you ready to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
In that case, please answer me this. Riddle me this. Why did the culprit make the victim fly up into the air like that?
To murder him.
Makes sense.
It's the only way. It's the only thing that makes sense.
I mean, afterwards he was dead.
Just why did the culprit have the victim fly up after he appeared in the coffin? And how did the victim actually die, when he was only pretending to be dead in the coffin? If we can figure out how these two questions relate, the answer should become clear.
Could it be?
Mr. Mystery must have thought he was still just part of a prank when he appeared on stage.
It's just a prank, bro.
He probably didn't suspect a thing as he was being pulled into the air after Miss Wright was called backstage, and just as the set piece fell. But the culprit had already planted the real murder weapon in the cushion in the catwalk. It was probably a knife or blade of some sort.
What? You mean...
Yes, it really was a magical murder. Just as the prank script said, Mr. Mystery was whisked up into the air
Oh, damn.
and straight into a blade there in the catwalk. Oh my god.
Wow.
In other words, this murder was committed remotely through the use of a magic trick.
What?
Remotely?
Using this method, it wouldn't matter where Mr. Reddins was at the time of death.
What? How exactly does it work, Mr. Justice?
Whoa! Just before the murder
3D.
occurred, the dragon set piece was up in the catwalk. It and Mr. Man of Mystery were connected to each other by a wire at the time. By carrying out the prank plan, Betty made the dragon set piece fall, which caused Mr. Mystery to rocket straight up and into the blade in the cushion. The cushion was high up enough to be hidden from the audience's view. That's why nobody saw the blade.
Yeah.
Oh, then that big gash in Mr. Head's cape?
The blade must have been set up overhead sometime before the magic show. Mr. Head must have been slashed by it too when he was pulled up to the cushion.
I can't believe it. I had no idea. Man, I was so told Tuesday would freak out if I made the setup piece fall. That's the only reason I did it.
You were used, Betty. Roger Rettins used you.
I thought he was my little puppet to boss around, but it was the other way around.
After the incident occurred, Mr.
Wow.
Rettins arrived at the theater. He got the murder weapon and swapped the rubber sword of the bloodied steel one. That's also when he lowered the victim's body down to the stage.
But how did he have time to do all that?
When the set piece fell, the audience was evacuated from the building. He was able to do all those things after the fact because there was no one around to see.
Wow, great.
A horrific murder camouflaged by a spectacular magic show. That sounds like the kind of murder only a magician could pull off.
As long as the show proceeded as it was scripted, Mr. Mystery was doomed to die. That's why it was you, Mr. Reddens, who killed the victim all the way from the TV station. This prank plan, or should I say murder plan, proves your murderous intent.
Ah! Grab
Oh, he was ready to break down.
Okay. Can you repeat that, Dario?
Okay.
What?
There you go. That was my attempt.
Man,
Enough.
I've almost won. Now he comes in and
Oh, that's perfect time to stop, you know, because...
okay, and save.
Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
And it's Dario's turn. Probably.